Now, I told you I have a very special guest coming in, right? He's here. He goes by the name of Juls. You might know him as Juls, baby. Producer, my favorite producer. Yo, hey, yo, you don't make some noise, man. Yeah. Come on, wait. Hey.
How are you?
I am great. How are you?
I'm exhausted.
Yeah, I hear that. Fresh out of boiler room.
Hey, boiler room was nuts, though.
Hey, now I know why they call it the boiler room,
hey,
you know.
It was a boiler room.
It was a boiler room.
Oh my goodness.
Well, I lost weight, 100%.
Yeah, I died and then came back.
You know what's mad, yeah? I got a fake tattoo, right? In order to, you know, like...
What, the tattoo melted?
The tattoo melted. I was struggling to scrub it off myself. But then by the time I left boiler room, it was gone.
Nah, that place was...
So, yeah, that's
big up boiler room, but
Big up
man,
all the
we
time.
need a bigger room, man.
Do you know what it is? It's for the elite. Because apparently, let's talk about the amount of people that signed up for your launch party, Jules.
It was like 2,000. I was
2,000
told
plus?
like 2,000 plus. And it was kind of sad because it was kind of like, you know, you're getting messages from people saying, oh, I didn't get, you know, the email.
Yeah.
And it was literally out of my control.
You know, they
I didn't do anything at all. You know
they got the email like today, I think, saying, oh, yeah, sorry, you didn't get.
Bro, like, that's really stupid. I can't even lie to you. How are you sending an email like...
It's better than no response. Better than no response.
True,
I hear that. You know where you just
I
thought...
got tagged in a couple of them as well, like, you know,
Didn't get a ticket.
Didn't get a ticket, then damn.
Sorry, man. It was like you said, it was a small room.
Yeah, man.
It was absolutely lively.
Yeah, man.
Now, the reason why you was doing the boiler room is because you have a tape out at the moment called
Color tape. Just celebrating, you know, the release. It's been out for about 3 weeks now.
Yeah.
You know, I've just let it do what it can do organically before we give it like a, you know, massive push.
Yeah.
And the love has been mad. I can't even lie. It's been quite overwhelming. I didn't know what the songs people would be, you know, sort of relating to. Everybody has their favorites.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? I think yesterday when we were at the boiler room, that was kind of like a, you know, it made it more. Yeah. A lot of people knew the words.
Yeah, a lot of people.
I was thinking, wow, you guys are
vibes in, yeah.
Vibes in.
Yeah, you lot are the streamers.
Yeah. So you know, I was really happy about that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It was really, really good. And then it sort of like showed me, alright, these are the songs that people are gravitating towards. So let me sort of, you know, strategize some sort of push to make it a lot bigger. Do you know what I mean?
100%.
Yeah, man.
Well, for people who don't know who you are,
right?
You are. Yeah, introduce yourself.
I mean, you know, Juls baby, DJ Juls, producer, DJ, Hackney, East London, Ghanaian.
Oh, you're repping. Oh, you're going all the way there.
Yeah, have to rep. Ghanaian, wholeheartedly. Arsenal fan.
All right, let's stop there. Interview done.
Yeah,
said Arsenal fan.
Who do you support?
Man United.
Right, let's move on swiftly. So yeah, you know, I've been producing for like a good 7 years now.
Yeah.
You know, worked with the likes of, you know, Gold Link, Masego, Burna Boy, Mr. Easy, One Day Cole. I've done records with Kojo Funds, Malik Berry, Koji Radical, Tiggs the Awful. The list goes on and on and on.
The list is endless.
Yeah, I had the opportunity to DJ at some great places as well. And yeah, man, I feel like my journey's been, you know, a steady one. Everybody has seen the growth.
Yep.
I like to believe everybody's, you know, happy to see where I am, you know, but not everybody's happy to see where you are in life sometimes.
You know what? It gets like that, Jules.
It gets like that.
But we move.
But you have to keep it moving. You have to keep it moving, man. And, you know, I think, yeah, just grateful, man. You know, I've got people like yourselves who've always been supporting me from D-Dot and stuff. So, you know, yeah, man.
Jules, yeah, you know what, yeah? I went to your listening party. Not the boiler room, that's the launch party.
Yeah.
So I went to the listening party.
Yeah.
Now let me tell you how special Jules is, yeah? First of all, it was in some like tree house in Shoreditch.
Man, yeah. You're going there.
I mean, the fact that you made us climb up like how many steps to get there.
It was 5, yeah. Anyways.
So basically, I'm coming to the conclusion that at every Jules event, expect to lose weight, basically. Because that's the common denominator here.
I mean... calories, but yeah, that I didn't expect that many steps. But you know what it was with the listening party, I just wanted to I was inviting, people who were definitely involved in the project somehow, some way, whether it was, with featured artists or, somebody that I played the song to whilst I was in the process, or, people who were just genuine supporters and, have been, in my ear, giving me advice and stuff like that. Those are the people I wanted in there to get their genuine opinion on the project.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So I think after that listening session, that kind of like gave me the vim that this project, they might have something. Yeah. Because I've heard these songs over and over and over again, so it kind of like gets jarring. I'm trying to get into
jarring.
So, yeah, man. So,
but what I wanted to say was that it was a great listening party. I mean, the scenery was amazing. The intimacy, you got that 100% on the head, like. Yeah. And then there was food.
Yeah, man needs to eat.
Food, like, listen, I've never been to a listening party where they provide food. Big up Lady and Cuisine, because honestly,
that's my family. Lady, Akushika, big up Brooke as well. Like, the food was amazing.
It was amazing.
We tried to do it yesterday, but man, people were just heaping their plates with.
Listen, people were dishing the jollof rice like nobody else was in the building.
It was some traditional engagement, just literally dumping everything on their plate. I was like, wow, is there no food at home, blood? But the food was amazing. They always come through, and I feel like every event that I do, you definitely see them there, man, because they're family for real. So yeah, man.
Yeah. I know you have a particular I don't know if it's your favorite, but it's the one that you came out from behind the decks to come and dance to
on the tape.
Do you remember at the listening party? I want to play it for them.
Oh yeah, Slow Down.
Which one is it?
Yeah. Slow Down is an incredible record because for me, I just have this crazy love for Jamaica and Caribbean music. So when I made that record, I was kind of excited about it.
Who is on the record?
Agent Sasko, aka Assassin.
Now, how did that collaboration come about? How did you pick your manager?
My manager. So I remember we were in New York, and we were just having a meeting with Agent Sasko's manager, who is like a friend of my manager, and he was like, he manages Agent Sasko. I was like, what? And my manager at the time didn't even know who Assassin was. I was like, what do you mean? Assassin is a legend in this thing. Like, Assassin is like, you rank him, he's close, not close, like, you won't put him there, but like, he's closer to the Bujus, like, he's respected amongst those people, Bujus and, the bounty killers and all those people. So, like, I said, yo, if you can make it happen, let's make it happen. And I didn't think anything of it.
Did you have the beat already?
Nah.
Oh, wow. So you made it for him.
So I remember just one random day, my manager was like, all right, we got studio for you. Agent Sasko's going to come. I was like, rah. So I just rushed down to the studio and I was just messing around with some sounds. I managed to make a skeleton in like 5-10 minutes before he came. And when he came, it was just a straight vibe.
Wow.
Yes, that's probably the fastest song I've ever made. Ever.
10 minutes?
Yeah. It used to be Skin Tight, which was 12.
12 minutes. Wow. So you're just breaking
down.
records.
Yeah. Hopefully the next one will be 8. Just break them in 2. Yeah.
Listen, I want to talk about your project, Colour.
Yeah.
It came out 2 weeks ago.
Yeah. And
it has such a variety of songs on there.
Yeah.
And it shows by the collaborations that you have on there as well. Not as well as the beats.
Yeah.
Is that what you wanted to do? Was this to show your your talent and what you can do?
Absolutely. That's why I actually called it Colour, because it was like, just giving a different perspective of the skill or the ability that I have as a producer.
Yeah.
I feel like for me, a lot of people not necessarily put me in a box, which is a bad thing, but you're known as the Afrobeat, sort of whatever. Do you know what I'm saying? And for me, I think my aim is to sort of be able to blend that influence that I've built with other genres of music that I've been a fan of over the years. So, like, if you know me very well, like, I'm a heavy reggae and hip hop fan.
Yep.
So if you come in the car, that's literally what I'm listening to most of the time.
Wow.
And it's kind of like blending those sort of like preferences with like the African elements, because that's my identity. Like, I'm African man.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? So it was kind of like showing my true colors. That's why I called it Colour, because it's kind of like, okay guys, I can make Afrobeats, but let me show you my true color, which is making, you know, all these other records, and you know, giving it to the world. So, you know, if you listen to Color, there's a lot of African influence in there, you know, tribal music, like you know, the Juju music with, you know, Nyafu rhythm, and then, you know, we've got Normal, which is like got some grime influence in there, you know, Like to Dance, which definitely has some African elements in there, but it's still hip hop.
Yeah.
You know, Angelina, you know, Radar, that has the whole dancehall vibe. So it's a lot of variety in there that I want people to sort of like get into.
100%. How do you like? There's a wide range of artists on there, obviously. And how did you decide? Did you did you work around the artist, or, you know, was the beat made first for majority of them, and then you thought, no, I could see this person on here, or do you play them? It
could be either or, but most of the time, if I have a particular record that I'm working on, like, I normally sort of did melodies or like little raps myself, and then just put in the notes and be like, alright, this is kind of like the vibe I'm going with. Yeah. Who do I see that fits that? And normally it always happens to be someone that I sort of have some sort of relationship with, or I just met. Do you know what I mean? So, I mean, you know, with Nyafu Rhythm, you know, there's a guy from Ghana called Walasi, you know, who's been doing bits for a minute. You know, and he has this very tribal feel towards his music. Cause like, alright, boom, this is the guy that I need on there. And he's literally the only native Ghanaian on the project. I mean, Koji is Ghanaian, but you know, he's from East London. But, you know, Walasi is like, you know, native Ghanaian on there. And I feel like I needed that for this project, because most of the time I don't really have a lot of my people on my projects. Not intentionally, but it just never happens to pan out that way. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, with Koji Radical, the record Normal, that happened by accident. You know, we were in the sticks somewhere.
You were saying yesterday, like, it weren't even for him.
Nah, I made that beat for Jammer. Tried to get to these people, you know, all these politics and stuff. Didn't happen. Koji heard it and he just rapped over it. I was like, you know what, boom, let's just do this. Like to Dance was literally made from scratch, where, you know, I made it with Kidda. And, you know, I was like, I need a woman on this. And, you know, who else than Miss Banks, who's been killing it for a minute still. You know, and then, you know, my A&R introduced me to an artist called Parsalu, who is, you know, I believe he's the truth.
I think I was saying that today on the show. I played Demalai.
Yeah.
And even seeing him yesterday.
Yeah.
He has some sort of flavor.
Yeah.
That I feel like the UK could benefit from.
Yeah.
And like him being from Coventry is even more exciting, because I feel like a lot of people up north and just outside of London are now getting that recognition. It's like it must have been so hard for them to blow down here.
There's a massive Cov scene out there.
Yeah,
it's massive, and I feel like, you know, Pa is kind of like one of those ones that is definitely gonna represent it like wholeheartedly. So, you know, we've worked on some other records as well for his own project. Those are gonna come out soon. Like, they're sounding cold.
Okie dokie. Should we hear Like to Dance? And then let's see. I want you lot to hear the flavor. I mean, you probably heard it on Dem Alive, but the flavor that he comes with on this track here,
like, it's mad.
I think the whole collaboration, I think you got it spot on, to be honest with you.
Yeah, appreciate that, man.
Let's hit play.
We like to dance, we like to dengue, we like to bounce.
Jules, Miss Banks, Kiddakuds, Passaloo, Like to Dance on Reprezent 107.3. It's Remi Bergs, and I'm in the building with Jules. Jules, what does dengue mean?
Could you explain this to me? So dengue is a term in Nigeria which means it's like just standing, just like posing.
Yeah, like, is it like showing off?
So
like,
it's kind of like they don't dance, so they like to dengue. So it's kind of like, alright, when we're in the club, like, we're just gonna.
Oh, so them boys that stand at the side of the wall and do dengue.
But then it's like, you know, they're just standing firm and just like doing that. You know, man them. Those who don't like to dance, they're just standing against the wall, hoping that they can draw girls like that, but it doesn't even
work.
Go well. So
we don't like the dengues, you know, because they just make the party look dead, fam.
Exactly. So we like to dengue or we like to dance. So it's one of them.
I hear that.
In the club, so yeah.
I hear that. That tune is an absolute banger.
Yeah, man.
Listen, the Colour tape is out now on all digital platforms.
Yeah.
Yeah. So make sure you go check that out. I'm gonna play my favorite off the album, which is Nyafu Rhythm.
Rhythm.
Number 1 on the whole tape.
Yeah, man.
It's spiritual, people. It's very, very spiritual.
Very spiritual.
Jules, where can people find you on the socials?
Instagram, JULSBABY_ Baby. Twitter, Jules on it, JULSONIT. Yeah, man, hit me up. That's where I'm at most of the time.
Pleasure having you, Jules, man.
Blessings, always.